Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome back to some more One Piece card game. This is part 2 of the big deck release. They released 6 decks at once, one for each color, which is really interesting. Usually they go like one deck at a time, maybe 2, if they want to go like a back and forth. The only time they've released this many was when the game first came out. It's just kind of like a reintroduction to everything. And then again, give them special names. You're just based, one deck's based off of each character. So this is part 2. The first one we went over decks 15, 16, 17, which were blue, green, and red, blue, and green. Then now we're going purple, black, and yellow. So we have Monkey D. Luffy. In purple, we have Smoker in black, and we have Charlotte Katakuri in yellow. So it's probably going to be lots of Straw Hat Crew, Navy stuff, and then Big Mom's Pirates. So let's go ahead and hop into these and see what they all have. So on the back of each one, this is a quickie. They should all be the exact same. Well, they're going to be slightly different in rarities number, but we'll go into rotation. So each of them have a 50 card deck, 1 leader card, 10 Don cards. Plus, it looks like we're also getting a premium booster pack. The best. So interest is probably like 1 card in there. So it says, due to the nature of PBR1, multiples of 1 card may appear, or it may be difficult to assemble a full set. Interesting. I'm guessing because there's 1 per. So you have 7 commons, 2 uncommons, a promotional card, a rare, 2 super rares, and 1 leader. Awesome. So we had a couple of the last couple of starter decks before these have been multicolored. So this is kind of fun to get back into the single colored ones. Multicolor always fun as well. But of course we're gonna get a big playmat here. It's gonna be the same for every set, so I'm not gonna look at for each one. Just explaining how the game's played. Nothing extra special there. Just seeing if there's anything new. But, nope. Alright. Alright, so we're going to drop the camera down so we can get a closer look at the deck. We're going to have the deck with Luffy here. And then we get... Oh, it's actually a full pack of cards. It is the best. It is a 10 booster card pack. Interesting. We'll save up and look at all 3 of those at the same time. Yeah, we'll just set this up here. Let's see if it says on the top what there is in there. 1 leader, 25, 111 cards. Interesting. 4 promo cards in there. 30 Don cards? Oh, yeah. I want some new Don cards, man. I don't even think there's 30 alternate art Don cards, which I love collecting because there's, I think, what? Like maybe 10, 11 sets out at this point, which each one had 1. And then there was 2 in each, so it might be getting close to 30 different ones with some of the double decks each having 2. Alright. Let's hop in and look at what we have here. We have Monkey D. Luffy. You can focus at any time, camera. There we go. That's some pretty cool artwork for him. Alright, so he's, of course, Straw Hat Crew. Strike. 5 life. He says, active main. Once per turn, you may add 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand. If you have 0 or 3 or more Don cards on your field, add 1 Don card from your Don deck face down instead of yours active. If you either have none or you have more than 3. So if you have 1 or 2, it doesn't care. It's very interesting. Ooh. Alright, so this is crazy. Alright, so we have 2 copies of Zoro Jiro. So I'm not sure what story this is from. This is card number 4. It doesn't go in order. It does the super rares first. But here we have, on play with the top 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 purple Straw Hat Crew type card. Add it to your hand, then place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Nice, so Zoro gets to hunt down one of our pirates and find him for you. Cool. We have 2 copies of the other super rare, which is Luffy Karu. Gone -1, you may turn a specified number of Gone cards from the field to your Gone deck. Play up to 1 purple Straw Hat crew type character at the cost of 5 or less from your hand. So Zoro finds them, Luffy plays them. Neat. 2 copies of Usohachi. On play, if you have 8 or more Gone cards on the field, rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters at the cost of 5 or less. So it's kind of fun. If you get, fine guys, but here if you have, if these purple cards are going to have a lot of Gone cards out, that's fine if Luffy spends them for stuff. So neat. We have 4 copies of Onami, Bush Blocker, and on play, if you have 8 or more Gone cards in your field, trash 1 card from your hand to draw 2 cards. So gain bonus for having a lot of Gone cards out. Neat. We have 4 copies of Sanguru. When attacking and once per turn, if you have 8 or more Gone cards on your field, draw a card. 4 copies of Usohachi, of another Uso here. Usoap. When attacking, if 8 or more Gone cards on your field, rest up one of your opponent's characters at the cost of 4 or less. Is that the same as the other one, just a, like, alt art version? I'm curious. Nope, it has different attack. Different stuff as well. Yeah, interesting. So that one has 3,000, it says 4,000. This is when attacking, and this is on play. So it's a very big difference there. Cool. We got 4 copies of Orabi. On play, if you have 8 or more Gone cards on the field, tip one of your opponent's characters at the cost of 3 or less. Just Jinbe, doesn't even get a special name. We have 4 of him. Was blocker on your turn. If you have 10 Gone cards on the field, your characters gain 1,000 power. Nice. So you guys are really pushing out the Gone cards. 4 copies of Yorojuro. There's Sanji in the background. If you have 3 or less life, add up to 1 Gone card from your Gone deck and set it as active. Awesome. So that ties in really well with the Luffy starting cards. This is add 1 card from your life deck to your hand. So you could drop yourself to 3 or less life, add 1 Gone card from your deck and set it as active. Neat. So kind of cool. So Luffy could go ahead and play that to drop this down, so then you could always do that. Cool. We have 4 copies of Choppa Iman. He's a ninja. If you have 8 or more Gone cards in your field, set to 1 of your purple Straw Hat crew type characters with 6,000 power or less to active. I am noticing, so I'm like, these all seem really familiar. So I just want to notice, these are OP5s. These are from set 5. So I wonder if we have a bunch of that, where it's a lot of, there's not a bunch of new cards. Luffy was brand new. Their 2 super rares were new. Oh, interesting. So even this card's not new. It's from OP5. So we only have a couple of brand new cards. Just to note that. I didn't catch that right away. So, yeah, I'm just going to set these aside quick so we can see which ones are brand new. Interesting. I don't mind. It's alright if you get these, because it's kind of neat. Get some neat theme cards. They did this with an Uta deck earlier on. And it kind of bothered me a little bit, because all the other decks had brand new cards. But I don't mind. It's alright if they're going to do it, as long as you know that's what you're getting into. Alright, we have Frankie Nasaku, so we have 4 of him. He's from OP5. I gotta move my camera over a bit. We're getting a giant glare here. There's Don. Times 1. If you have 8 or more Don cards in your field, this character gains Rush. And then we have 4 copies of Hon Kichi. If you on play, if you have 8 or more Don cards in your field, give up to 2 of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power this turn. Cool. And then we have 4 copies of When You're at Sea, You Fight Against Pirates. Look at the top 3 cards from your deck, reveal up to 1 Straw Hat, Jade Pirate, or Heart Pirate card, add it to your hand, then push the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. So cool, it just doesn't help. It does help you if you only have Straw Hat, and that's definitely fine. And then we have a set of we have a set of 4 promo cards, which is really cool. We have Gear 5 Luffy, who just comes in with cost 10, comes in at 12,000. No other special. He's one of the 4 emperors. Cool. It's just, he pops in. There's promo number 41. Then we have all our Don cards. Neat. So yes, we're getting to play on that particular theme. I don't know if all the decks will be like that or not, but it is kind of cool. We're getting some new characters. Yeah, this is what, if like you hadn't picked up that set, here's a great way to start get Luffy, Straw Hat Crew in purple. You know, go pick up OP5 now if you want to get more cards that might work with them. Just a quick reiteration on which ones are brand new. We have our Super Rare Luffy, our Super Rare Zoro, our Common, Usohachi, Onami, and Sonic Girder. So those are the 5 brand new cards. So if you really like this, that's the downside. If you've been buying all the sets and you really like these, and you want to get more of the set for the purple, you're going to end up having to buy the starter deck for it. You know, just a little bit of a downside. Alright, that's pretty cool though. So let's hop in and see what Smoker does. So we'll jump in and look at his quick, and wonder if his is going to be the same thing. OP2. So it's the same. We got another booster pack, of course. Set that up there for the sec while I unwrap this. So yeah, let's get stuff from OP2. So this isn't bad either. It's like, right, if we're up to Dex number, or booster packs number, like 9 and 10 at this point, I think it is. Something like that. You're going back and you're picking up, buy one of these decks, now you have cards from like set 5 or set 2 from way back when. That's actually not a terrible thing either. Yes, we have, these are from set 2. I'm going to see if a lot of these are from that. Yes, we have a lot of stuff from set 2 in here. So again, if you didn't, this could be a very beneficial for people that maybe came into the game late. Maybe a way to pick up a decent number of cards from set 2 or multiple copies. So here's Smoker. And I'm sure these are probably alt art though from the base game ones or the regular ones. So active main once per turn. Give up to one of your opponent's characters a -1 cost during this turn. Then if there's a character that costs 0, this figure gains 1,000 power during the turn. So alright, so the black ones are definitely going to want to be pushing for the reducing power. So here's starter deck exclusive cards. So we have 2 copies of Tashigi. That's a really cool artwork too. They didn't make her. I like how they make her look very powerful. On play, if your leader is Smoker, give up to one of your opponent characters -4 cost during this turn. Active once per turn. If this character is played on its turn, trash one of your opponent's characters cost of 0. Nice. So you can possibly trash one of their guys, and then if not, with these 2 combined, you can give some -5. Which should be very helpful. Cool. We have 2 copies of Hina. Also, again, looking very powerful and strong there. Starter deck 19 as well. Brand new card. This character gains +4 cost. Oh, that's cool. So we're giving guys extra cost. That's neat. You may place 1 card from your trash at the bottom of your deck. Give up to one of your rest of Don cards to your leader or one of your characters. Cool. Brand new card. We have Smoker. It's a regular version. That's a very anime-looking version of him. You may trash 1 Black Navy card type from your hand. Up to 2 of your opponent's characters at a cost of 4 or less cannot attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. We have 2 copies of Sengoku, also new. On play, you may trash 2 black Navy cards from your hand. If your leader has the Navy type, draw 3 cards. Interesting. So this theme is playing on trashing your own cards to gain you a bonus. Neat. And then our last new one are 4 copies of Monkey D. Garp, who has blocker and activate main once per turn. You may place 1 card from your trash to bottom of your deck, give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 during this turn. So that kind of combines both of them. Awesome. So you have 2 different themes running here. Lowering your opponent's cost and trashing your own cards. So these are going to be the starter or booster pack set 2. So you have 4 copies of Kobe. Play to make trash 1 card from your hand. Take up to one of your opponent's characters at a cost of 3 or less. So they're combining both of them. Really cool. 4 copies of Suru. Play, you have one of your opponent's characters -2 cost during this turn. 4 copies of Don Quixote Resonate, who just has blocker. 4 copies of Jaguar D Sol, just a giant. Always nice to have more giants. 4 copies of Helmeppo. When attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -2 cost during his turn. And then if there's a character at the cost of 0, this character gains 2,000 power during this battle. Nice. He gains a bonus if they're weaker. Makes sense. It's something he would do. 4 copies of Yamakaji. Very simple. 4 copies of Ice Age. With Sengoku's ability. May give up to one of your opponent's characters at cost -5 cost during this turn. Neat. Then I'm going to cast some cards from set 3, so that's kind of fun. Virgo. This character cannot be KO'd in battle. And 4 copies of Brand New, who has the top 3 cards of your deck reveal up to 1 Navy card other than Brand New, add it to your hand, and trash the rest. And then we get all our Don cards as well. Cool. So Black has a very interesting theme of trashing your own cards to gain a bonus. That is fun. With Smoker in there. So again, same thing. You get 5 brand new cards. You get 4 copies of pretty much everything else. So I'll give you some good bonuses there. Alright, then on to our last deck for this video. We have Charlotte Katakuri, Big Mom's Pirates, in yellow. He's got his big spear there. And then we'll go and open up these 3 packs and see what awesome stuff we get in there. And we'll see what set number these come from. Oh, yellow didn't get introduced right away, so it's the last color. So we're going to start with, we have stuff from set 3. So yeah, it wasn't in set 1 and 2. So we have some more stuff from set 3 here, which is cool. Again, might be good to pick up old stuff. So Charlotte Katakuri, Big Mom's Pirates. Don 1 when attacking, look at 1 card from the top of your or your opponent's life cards. Place at the top or bottom of the life cards, then this leader gains 1,000 power during this battle. So interesting, so you need to play around with where your life cards are. You spear their glows, that's really cool. Alright, then for some brand new ones, we're going to get 2 copies of this Charlotte Katakuri, who has a blocker and activate main. You may turn 1 card from your top of your life cards face up. Give the 1 rested Don card to your leader or one of your characters. Interesting. So you make it so everyone can see what you have coming up next. But you use the other one to play around and put it back on the bottom. It's kind of cool. Then we have 2 copies of Charlotte Ling Ling, 4 Emperors, and Big Mom's Pirates. On your turn, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Your opponent chooses 1. Your opponent trashes 2 cards from their hand, or trash 1 card from the top of your opponent's life card. Ooh, that's mean. It's even from your hand. It's not even like you lose a life card. That's mean. Awesome. Another brand new one. We have 4 copies of Charlotte Cracker. Once per turn, this character to be KO'd by an effect, you may trash one card from the top of your life card instead. Interesting. I hope they have cards let you bring those back. That would be helpful. 4 copies of Charlotte Brule. Also a brand new one. Trigger, what's at the top card of your deck? Okay, look up the one card from the top of your opponent's life cards. Push the top or bottom of the life cards and add this card to your hand. And then the last brand new one, we have 2 copies of Charlotte Pudding. There's on play, mag 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand, except one of your Big Mom's pirate type characters cost or 3 less if active. So that's helpful as well. If you can kind of rearrange your cards and you look at the top to see what it is, you can rearrange cards. And then you can use her to pick it up if you want it. So that's pretty fun. Alright, then from set 3 we have, I think we have 4 copies of most of these, but we have Charlotte Opera. Interesting, some sort of waxy melty fruit. I'm not for sure what his power is. 4 copies of Charlotte Gillett, who just has blocker. 4 copies of Charlotte Smoothie. When attacking, add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. This character gains 2,000 power during this battle. 4 copies of Charlotte Pudding. The top 4 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal 1 Sanji or Big Mom pirate card type other than Charlotte Pudding add to your hand. Place the rest of their bottom of your deck in any order. Interesting. Deck manipulation in here a lot. 4 copies of Strusten. You may trash 1 card with a trigger from your hand to up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. 4 copies of Charlotte Dafuku. Where's it? A genie. Interesting. Attack. When attacking, you may add to 1 card from the top or bottom of your life card to your hand. Add to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life deck. So this lets you cycle them even more, which is really fun. 4 copies of Pecoms, just a minx from Big Mom's Pirates. 4 copies of Ikaku Sovereignty. Up to one of your leader or characters gains 5,000 power during this battle. You may transfer 2 cards from your hand, add to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life deck. So you can replenish your life deck. And then the last one, we have 4 copies of Thunderbolt. You may trash 1 card from the top of your life deck, tap one of your opponent's cards at a cost of 5 or less. And then we have a bunch more Don cards. So that's pretty cool. So we have one that plays with purple that plays with having a lot of Don cards out. Black gets to play with decreasing your opponent's cost to do stuff. So you can make cheaper cards. You can get rid of cheaper cards a lot easier. Or reduce bigger cards and make them cheaper. Or trashing cards from your hand. Paying cards in your hand to pay for costs. And then yellow here plays around with playing with your life total. Your life deck. Getting to reveal it. And getting rid of cards. Adding back to it. Very cool. Alright, and then, yeah, so they're all single-color decks. If you ever get some of the dual-colored cards, you can start mixing and matching these decks. It's kind of cool. So, alright, we have 3 packs to go through. A premium booster pack, 111 plus 30 types in total, which has a Don card. So, 10-card booster pack. So, I am not sure what to expect from these at all. So, again, if we look at the rarity list here, we have 1 leader in here. 23 commons, 25 uncommons, 21 rares, 4 promotionals, 29 super rares, 8 secret rares, and 30 dons. So, I actually have, right here we have one of the other older packs. This is pack number 8. So fairly recent. I just want to compare the totals here. So 45 commons, so half as many commons, about the same number of uncommons, about the same number of rares. Super rares triple. Secret rares usually there's about 2. They quadruple. Leaders drops down way though. There's no specials, but there's some promos and stuff. So interesting. So it's a lot less commons, adding up all the other stuff in there versus a regular pack. All right. And then we have the 3 from this set, and then we have the 3 from the other decks as well, so we'll see what we get. I have no idea what to expect from these, so alright, we're gonna hop in. It looks like we have our first card is Dracula Millhawks. This is starter deck 3. Interesting. So we're not getting like a brand new name, we're just getting random cards from all the other different packs. That's kind of cool. Also, to combine with these, we're getting stuff from older sets. It's a great way for people to catch up on some of the older things. Plus, these are kind of neat to maybe add into some of the other decks then. Like, granted, this isn't going to work with any of these 3, but neat. When attacking, draw 2 cards, then trash 2 cards from your hand. We have Blast Breath, 4 Emperors and Animal Kingdoms. So, Kaido here. Don 1, -1. Up to one of your opponent's leader characters gains 4,000 power during this turn. Might work with the Luffy deck. We got another Ice Age, that's kind of funny. Sanji's Peel Off. Just lets you draw 2 cards. Not bad at all. We have a promo there. We have Nami. Very cute looking Nami. On play, if you have 3 or less cards in your hand, return up to one of your opponent's characters, cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand. We have a rare in here, Houndblaze. Interesting. Up to one of your leader characters gains 3,000 power during its turn, then place up to one character the cost of 2 or less to the bottom of the owner's deck. Nice. We have a super rare. Neat from set 2. Edward Newgate, Whitebeard. Like 10,000 power, cost 9. On play, one of your leaders gains 2,000 power until the end of starting next turn. You cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effects during this turn. When attacking, tap to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. Awesome. What on earth is this? From starter deck 12, which is from the other set, we have Gaval, but he has a crazy pirate foil. That is interesting. So it's just blocker, and on play, look at top 3 cards on the top of your deck and place them in the bottom of your deck in any order. Then we are also going to get, from starter deck 9, from the one we have the Nayabara Arrow. Nayakabara Arrow, which is an interesting foil. Yeah, doesn't mention anything about odd foils in here at all. Is it saying anything on the box about these? Starter deck product is the same for any box product. Time packing may differ. Nope. Interesting. Cool. If you have 2 or less life cards, give up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters, minus 3,000 power to the end of the turn. This could work well with the yellow deck if you keep spending those. Then we got one Gon card. We got a cool Sabo Gon card. That is neat. I have not seen that one before, that I recall at least. Does it say where it's from? Nope. I'll have to double check. I don't think I have that one. But yeah, it's accurate, which is after we got the flame fruit. Awesome. Let's look at pack number 2. See what, if there's 30 and you only get 1 per pack, that's nuts, right? We have Queen, although it could be awesome to find like a booster box for these then. We have Queen from starter 4. On play, if you have -1, draw 2 cards and trash 1 from your hand. Kingdom of Germa, you may trash 1 card from your hand. The rest of the stage, the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card, including Germa, add it to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck. This wouldn't help out any of these. Air Door with CP9. If your leader includes CP with the top 5 cards from your deck, put up to 1 character, including CP, cost of 5 or less. Interesting. Miss Double Finger Zala. On play, may trash one card from your hand, one Don card from your Don deck, and rest it. This could actually work well with the Luffy deck, right? Let's add some extra Don cards in. Interesting. Victoria Singri. If your leader has the Warbar Pirate type, trash top 5 cards from your deck. Interesting. We have our first rare. We have Vinsmoke Yonji. If the number of Don cards in your field is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's field, this character gains 1,000 power. Interesting. So, if that's less, you gain more power. Cool. We have another super rare. Got one in each pack so far. Another Straw Hat. This character cannot be KO'd by battle. They strike attribute characters. I like that. You don't see that very often. They use the strike abilities. Or like the abilities up in the top. It's like they have them, but they weren't used as much as they should be. Give this character 2 rested Don cards. Cool. This is awesome. So that's a cool foil. This is a uncommon alt art from set 5 of Nico Robin. Yeah, it's a neat foil with like the little balls and stuff on there. On play, kept one of your opponent's characters with 1,000 power or less. And then we got a regular, this new foil with the skulls on it. From Starter 6, we got Shockwave event. Up to one of your leader characters, or your leader or characters gains 4,000 power to their spell. Then kept one of your opponent's active characters a cost of 3 or less. Nice. And then our new Don card is we got a Metal Hand. Is that what's his name? I should know this. He's like one of Luffy's pirate captain friends. Oh, jeepers, why is my name blanking on him? It's one of the 3 main ones. There's Luffy, Law, and the other guy. And my brain just can't think of him right now. Anywho, that's awesome. That's cool. Alright, then our last pack, we have Guard Point from set 1. With good old Chopper there. Up to one of your leader or character cards gains 3,000 power during this battle. Vinsmoke Ninja. -1 Don. You may trash this character. If your leader has Germa, you may play 1 Smoke Ninja with a cost of 5 from your hand or trash. Hey, there's the regular Nico Robin. So interesting, although that has the little dot on there, the star being it's an alt art, it's just a foil version instead with like the full border. So it's not actually a fully different art, but it is kind of neat because it gets rid of all the extra border stuff. Amano Macario Sword. Place up one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. And if the one of your opponent's characters costs 1 or less to the bottom of their deck in any order. Otama. Give up one of your opponent's characters -2,000 power during this turn. Another Vinsmoke Yonji. That kind of sucks. We got one. A duplicate. Oh, here we go. This will help me. We got Eustace Kid Captain. That was his name. Yeah, there's his metal hand there. Cool. As another super. Super in every pack, I wonder? Interesting. When a Don card on your field is returned to your Don deck, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and set it as active. Neat. Then we have another Dracula Millhawk with the foil. So it looks like the last 3 cards are going to be 2 special foils and a just 29 super rare. So we're getting almost a super rare every pack, which is cool. And they're also getting 2 foils in every pack. So the 10 cards, 7 of them are regular cards, 2 are foil, and 1's a Don. It looks like we got another Vinsmoke Ninja, but we got a different one than we had before. On play, the number of Don cards that feels equal or less than the number of your opponents. Keep one of your opponent's cards with a cost of 2 or less, or return one of your cards with 4 or less to their hand. Cool. Then we got a gold foil version of that Sabo card. That's crazy. This is a really neat looking card, first of all. Secondly, that's cool. I wonder if that's half. There's 15 and 15. That's why there's 30. That would be pretty neat. Alright, that is what we have for the best of One Piece. That is really cool. I wonder if these came out in a booster box. I'll have to look for. And those 3 starter decks. So if for some reason you didn't check out video 1, head back and check that out. Has the first 3 decks in there. Otherwise, check out the rest of the One Piece set. I just also recently posted the Flame Fruit box set. So check that out. See you guys later. Bye.